The main piece of news that is dominating the headlines at the moment is, well, Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron, the first lady and the French president, have decided to sue podcaster Candace Owens. And, well, loads of people have had their 2 cents worth about this. And I made a video previously. This is part 2 to that video because a lot of people have actually weighed in on this lawsuit. It is a huge deal. Okay. So you have the French president of a country suing a podcaster of another country. That is a first time, right? All because Candace Owens believes that Brigitte Macron is a man. She has no actual credible evidence that Brigitte Macron is a man, because if she did, then they wouldn't be suing. Think about this for a moment. Why are they suing? Yes, they may have lost a court case, and I don't know too much of the details of that court case with the 2 women. Yes, Brigitte Macron lost. It doesn't prove that she or it is a man. Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron have created this lawsuit, and it's over 200-something pages long. It is quite extensive. They provided photos, documents to prove, and even the kids have got involved, to prove that Brigitte Macron is, in fact, a woman. Candace Owens created this series and got loads of people. It's like a conspiracy theory. It's like hearsay. I can go and say, well, Candace Owens, she's a man. I haven't seen her pregnant. I haven't seen any photos of her pregnant. I am just going off of the fact that she is a woman. Like you guys are going off the fact that I'm a man. I can prove that I'm a man, of course. But we don't know that to be the case for Candace Owens, because she could be a man for all we care, like especially in today's day and age with technology and AI. You can fabricate all kinds of stuff. I'm not saying she is a man at all. I'm saying she's a woman because that's what I believe. That's exactly her kind of rhetoric when it came to Brigitte Macron. I'm going to create a 6-part series. And by the way, I watched the series. And yes, there are a couple of times that I was thinking to myself, well, maybe Brigitte Macron is a man. I seem to care more about the fact that Brigitte Macron allegedly groomed a 14-year-old boy. That's what I seem to care more about, and not many people are actually talking about that side of the story. But hey, maybe this court case may actually get people talking about it. But the age of consent is different in France, apparently. So, hey, we're going to gloss over that part. Still disgusting, if you ask me, if it is, in fact, true. Now, Candace Owens, when she found out about this court case, she decided to double down on it. Here's what she said.
You were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making. So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood. Figure it out real quick, however you want to go about this. Hey, how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up, raising your children? That would be fine. For whatever reason, to phone, by the way, like I said, we'll get to the bottom of it, right? That is what Discovery is for. I'm going to ask a lot of questions. You're probably hoping, this will go away, and at least we'll say we sued her. We'll say we went after her. She'll probably file for this to get dismissed. I'd like to make it to Discovery. I think that we owe that to the world. Anyways, you guys, we are revolting against this. We're revolting against the perverts that run the world. And I want to be very clear here. I count you among them. I think you're sick. I think you're disgusting. And I am fully prepared to take on this battle on behalf of the entire world. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. On behalf of the entire world.
Candace Owens, I will see you in court. And also, you were born as a man and you will die as a man. And by the way, I'll send over my doctors and give us some blood. We're going to find out. This is for the entire world. And well, Stephen Crowder, who has called out Candace Owens in the past for lying, because she's very good at lying, ladies and gentlemen. That's the one thing we can actually believe, is the fact that Candace Owens is in fact a great liar. Stephen Crowder read through the court documents and had this to say. Have a watch.
Were you then made aware that this was perhaps incorrect? And did you exacerbate it and make it worse? That's what this is going to be about. Candace responded by, you could say, doubling down.
You were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making. Oof. So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood. Figure it out real quick, however you want to go about this. Hey, how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up, raising your children? That would be fine.
Yeah, so here's the problem, and if you read the entire filing, and I read 100-something pages of it last night, they actually already did directly send proof to Candace, said pictures, childhood pictures of Brigitte. They did send evidence of Brigitte's biological motherhood of 3 children. They did send pictures of her first, of her wedding when she was young. And there already is sworn testimony, for example, from the children and from the, I don't know if sworn testimony, but the previous husband. So she's now moving goalposts and saying, take a blood test. They did also, by the way, send the birth announcement, not a certificate, but an announcement. So newspaper clippings, pictures, sworn testimony, evidence, and this has all been provided to her for a long time.
So as Stephen Crowder said, Candace Owens was provided lots of evidence, photographs, documentation, sworn testimony, all those things, which are very, very important. And this is all because Candace Owens doubled down on what appears to be hearsay and what appears to be a lie. Why is she doing this? Raises a very big question, doesn't it? We all apparently deserve to know whether or not Emmanuel Macron's wife is in fact his wife. The world deserves to know, right? Because that would change everything. But you know what's very interesting to me about this entire case is she has doubled down on it. Hasn't gone, well, I'm wrong. She's doubled down. And this court case has made her double down because in her mind, she believes she's right. What has Candace Owens got that makes her believe with like undeniable evidence that she's in fact right? What has she got that Emmanuel and Brigitte do not? Because that's quite interesting to me, isn't it? Like, it's a case of you've got Candace Owens, a podcaster that doesn't know Brigitte or Emmanuel from a bar of soap, and she's basically taken a great deal of information she's gotten off goodness knows where from, put it together in a series, and here you go. So I personally think it's like 200-something page lawsuit that they've provided lots of actual evidence and testimony to Candace Owens, regardless of whether or not you think Emmanuel and Brigitte have made a mistake doing this court case, they would have had to have thought, we're going to go into this court case knowing full well the gravity of the situation. At least that's what you would think. And again, I'm not defending Emmanuel or Brigitte. I don't like either of them. This is more a case of proving Candace Owens wrong for once and bringing her down from a pedestal. And it may not end up turning out the way I want it to turn out. That being Candace Owens dethroned from her incredible pride and ego. But just say, for example, it is. I think Brigitte and Emmanuel would have thought this through, considering their last court case. They lost that one for whatever reason. This one's a little bit bigger. Very big. Now, Candace is moving the goalpost of give us your blood. Let us test your blood to make sure that you've got XY chromosome or XX chromosome. Let's see. And if people have said if Brigitte refuses to do the blood test, then it shows that Brigitte or Candace is right and Brigitte is, in fact, the man. If Brigitte does, in fact, have the blood test done, we wait to see the results. But you've got documentation, you've got wedding photographs, you've got old wedding photographs, to be honest, and all this other stuff, sworn testimony, the kids, you name it. Allegedly the previous husband as well. So that is all rather interesting to me. And then you got Stephen Crowder going, we know that Candace Owens lies. Did she not like realize the gravity of this? Probably not. She's just gone, I'm going to go after Brigitte Macron. I've heard something. This is interesting. Someone's told me this, so I'm going to double down on it. It's like the whole Israel stuff. I've heard something. I'm a podcaster, so I'm going to investigate this a little bit. And I found this. This is great. This is gonna blow up my show. And she ran with it. And sure enough, it got millions of views. Each episode got millions of views. It went viral and got her a lot of money. And I hope all that money is sucked in lawyers' fees. Maybe that might be a lesson. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.